Всем привет, ребят, всем здрасте, у нас с вами Маскарад, вампирский маскарад, и поехали. У нас продолжение. Пока что все очень тяжело идет, все очень сложно идет, но мы не сдаемся, мы сильные.
MM, come here.
I know what you're gonna say.
Go on, I'm listening.
You want to know why Journey isn't with me. I'll tell you why.
Yes, please. I'm all ears.
Я не могу увеличить. Неудача.
When I found her, we had a long talk. And I fucked up. I fell for her tricks and charms.
She played you?
I don't know.
Короче, мы подставили девчонку.
She had me confused. I let her go.
So that's your story. I have to admit, I didn't believe you were capable
Нагло
of
врать в
lying
лицо.
face to face. And you weren't even able to do that properly.
No, wait.
Silence. You had your chance. Out of my sight. Go in the next room and await your new orders.
У меня не было неудачи, да? Это вот сводка за предыдущую часть, которую мы играли за нашу темнокожую барышню. Так, ну у нас Галеб. Ну, давай, ветеран. Доступный опыт 5 очков, правильно? Я могу их распределить, что ли? Мудрость. А, не могу. У меня пока что нету. У меня вот этих вот нету, там очки какие-то, да? Ну ладно, я пока что ни хрена не понимаю, но ладно, разберемся.
My prince. Delson.
Zori.
It seems that the Camarilla is in danger. I am at your disposal.
Your sense of duty is a credit to you, Caleb. You haven't lost your touch, I hope. The code red is linked to the unification party with the chantry. No one there is answering anymore.
Никто не отвечает на вечере.
How many of us were there?
Probably a good 20, give or take. Dr. Dunham and our top spy, Jared Rory, were already there.
We might have lost 2 members of the Primogen. What about Hartford? Have you heard from them?
If those dogs had anything to do with what happened, I'll cut their throats myself.
Do you think they might be involved?
I don't know. It's too early to draw any conclusions.
Where do you want to start?
Can I count on you?
You have no reason to doubt me.
One by one, the Anseli heed the beckoning and go east. You're the eldest in the city now. Don't do this to me. Not now. I would be very grateful to you. And Fang.
How may I be of service?
Go and see Caius with
Притискаем.
Sharon. He's in charge of security. He may have learned something.
You can count on me.
You have my absolute confidence, Caleb.
В общем, мы с девицей темнокожей обосрались, а с невидимкой мы вроде бы все хорошо у нас. Найдите Кая Лето. Это вот тот черт, который, блядь, без носа, без лица вообще.
Mr. Underwood, I'm sorry, but my instructions are clear.
You little shit.
I'm just following orders.
You have no idea what's at stake. My most honored sire, you're wasting your time here.
I'd forgotten about your abject fawning.
I call it respect. It appears that it's something that sewer rats know nothing about. Apparently, Caius feels he's entitled to refuse to see a member of the Primogen. I won't forget it.
Так, дисциплину диалога можно использовать во всех подходящих диалогах. Для использования дисциплины диалога активируйте ее в круговом меню. Диалога растет показатель голода. А как это все дело? Вот я типа могу усилить, да? Ладно, пока не будем.
Sorry to hear it.
Tell me, you haven't introduced me to your charming protege yet.
Zufeng.
Yes, Zhu Feng, a name that's as delectable as her blood, I'm sure. You're planning to introduce her to the very select club of Caleb Bazori's progeny, aren't you?
Давай. А что?
I hope that the prince will allow me to shortly.
I hope so for your sake. Who knows?
Болтун,
dear
черта
Hazel is
болтун.
so unpredictable. At any rate, it would be an honor for me to welcome and guide her.
You will speak of nothing with her at all.
Is that an order?
A word of advice.
Oh, pardon me. I fell out of the habit of receiving advice from you so long ago. Well, if you'll excuse me, I must end this ever so pleasant conversation. I need to find a way to avoid losing too much money.
Награда за диалог +1. +1.
This is a handwritten list. These names sound familiar.
Ладно, давай пройдем. Че, я не могу пройти,
Mrs.
что ли?
Bazori, can I help you?
I need to see Caius.
He doesn't want anyone to bother him.
Prince's orders.
I see.
Он
He's
засел
holed
в
up in the server
серверной.
room. You'll need a pass to get in. There's one on his desk.
Thank you.
Так, мне нужно на столе у него взять пропуск. Как легко обмануть, кстати, охранника. Просто сказать, что это приказ принца и все. Мне нужно где-то здесь пропуск взять. Или это не здесь?
Underwood slammed his door. That's a bad sign.
Изучить, осмотреть.
Tests from
Анализы крови из алого салона.
I need quiet.
Мне нужна тишина. Я понял. Все, работайте. И я пока пойду.
If I can do anything to help,
Сука. Где у него на столе трёх?
can I help you with something?
Где у него на столе пропуск? Ёбаный в рот. Вот комната его.
The key card must be in there.
Устранен. Проверить, проверить, проверить. Много всякой информации. Где его пропуск? А я взломать могу? Не могу. У меня электроника не прокачана. Вот его пропуск.
We're stepping up security on every floor.
Все правильно, работайте. Работайте, работайте, я пойду. Кай! Где? Где Кай? Вот он.
I imagine she sent you. Finally, some good news on this shitty night.
What's the situation?
Not good. Not good at all.
The prince needs more than that. I hope you've got it.
You want details?
Да. Расскажи мне о случившемся на вечере.
Tell me what happened.
Everything was going as planned until 11:10 p.m. The prince's child, Miss Sellers, contacted me. The Hartford Warlocks had just arrived. That's the last time we heard from any of them.
Ебать лицо.
20 minutes later, we received the code red, just as we were leaving to join them.
Кто объявил код красный?
Who sounded the alert?
A man named Wu. Ever heard of him? A retainer, one of Jason Moore's bodyguards.
Moore, the asset manager. What was he doing at the unification party?
He was supposed to answer technical questions about the financial viability of the agreement. Moore is good at hiding our kind trafficking. He's one of them, after all.
А кто принял сообщение?
And you're the one who received the code red, personally.
It arrived directly here. It's authentic. I verified it.
Ладно.
Anything that could be of interest to the prince?
I'm working on it. Jara Drury is the expert, not me. If only she was here.
Any movement with the Anarchs?
As usual, they're keeping their distance. You know it's always a pain in the ass to locate them.
Any word from Hartford?
Do you think it's them?
It would be ill-fated.
I knew we should never have trusted those damn warlocks.
Новости от Яры есть?
Any sign of Jara?
Nothing at all. And that's not good.
It's not
According
good.
to protocol, she should have been there early. If they got hit, she would have been first in line. There's one thing we haven't considered. The Crimson Oaks.
Мудрость, 100% успех. Я о них наслышан.
They were behind the Quincy Market attack, weren't they?
I don't have any proof. We just caught a thin blood who wanted to trap the prince, and who told us about them. Apparently they're new in town, but Miss Drury thinks he's giving us the runaround.
Did you look into it?
I tried, but I didn't have the resources to discover anything else.
Leave no stone unturned.
Hello? You. It's about damn time. Shit. What? You're... Hello? Damn it! I lost them.
Who was it?
Whoa. Shit. Now it's just ringing.
What did he say?
The party was indeed attacked. Apparently it was a real bloodbath. He and James had just enough time to get more out. They're stopping by his place to pick up some sensitive documents.
And then what? Are they coming here?
I don't know. We got cut off.
Call him back. I'll inform Hazel.
И все, вот это все, что мы узнали, теперь мне нужно идти к принцу.
This is a critical moment for us. I have summoned you here tonight to organize our reaction to an imminent threat.
What threat exactly? We've got no reason yet to
Call
think...
her off again and I'll slit your throat.
Oh, excuse me.
Careful, Hazel.
How dare you speak to me like that?
Enough! I command you to be silent and listen to me.
Oh, so that's how...
Дед вообще бессмертный, короче.
Beryl.
Yes, it's come to this. You would do well to listen to your sire. We have just been attacked. This is not a time for childish displays of discontent. Caleb, the code red was sent by Wu. Go to Moore's and find out what's going on.
As you wish.
And bring Moore back to me. He was supposed to be at the party. I don't understand why he's the only one who was able to call us. I would like to speak to him very much.
Consider it done.
I trust you. He might be involved in this, so gather any documents you can find there that could tie us to him.
Very well.
Delson, see if you can get Caius to find us a new middleman in the cane business to manage our interests. I don't want to take any chances. Then, I want you to talk to everyone. Somebody must have seen or heard something. Dajan, make sure all our defenses are in place.
Yes, Hazel.
You will go to the old Jefferson Library.
Так, библиотека
What's there?
Джефферсона.
That's where the Hartford Chantry calls home here. I gave them the building so they could have a base in Boston.
I demand to take her place.
Request denied.
What game are you playing, Hazel? It's a suicide mission.
It's all right. I got this. I'm not made of sugar.
She's not ready for this kind of mission. I should go with her at the
О,
very
Пончик
least.
с нами хочет
No,
пойти.
you will remain here. Goes alone.
Why don't you send Dajan instead?
Enough, Hilda. Dajan has work to do elsewhere, and I don't need to explain myself.
Hazel, if anything happens to her, I'll...
Nothing, Hilda. You'll do nothing. It's high time you learned to trust her.
Which one of us are you planning to send to the party?
She's already left.
What? Who?
I sent Leisha.
Are you serious? A few hours ago, she was snoozing behind locked doors in a psych ward.
You're playing a dangerous game, Hazel. Without us, you would never have come into power.
You've chosen the worst possible moment to turn your back on us.
On the contrary, I find this moment very appropriate. I am the Prince of Boston, and you are the Primogen. I owe you nothing. Delson, escort them out. The
Вот так
session
вот.
is adjourned.
Вот так вот принц берет все в свои руки.
Your instructions.
И плюет на мнение всех остальных. Может, это и правильно, иначе какой, блядь, принц, если бы он не правил бы? Это все правильно, все круто, все молодцы, сводка. Ну, как-то супер короткая глава, опыта 0, вообще просто 0. Офигеть. Так, выбор уровня. Ну, давай за Галиба поиграем дальше, да? Мы уже начали играть, давай дальше за Галиба. Поедем к Муру, попытаемся его найти. Галиб должен отправиться в дом Джейсона Мура и выяснить, что произошло, а также доставить Мура к принцу. Да, Прикольно, 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 прикольно. Тяжело, но прикольно. Особенно вот эти вот все... Я не понимаю, как работать с вот этими вот улучшениями. Опыта как-то очень мало дается. В общем, тяжко пока это все дается. Вот у меня есть опыт. А что, как его использовать? Стоимость 90, а у меня нету этого. Я 0 получил, просто получил 0. Ладно, поехали. Квартира МУРА. Слышь, может, захаваем его? Может, съедим его? Красивый жетон, блядь. А где слонят шериф?
Prince asked more for 5 reports. If I can't bring back their author, I must bring back the reports at least.
У меня было 16 очков. Соберите отчеты.
Special Agent Smith.
The FBI. Finally, some backup. Lieutenant's expecting you. Straight ahead.
Прямо за дверью.
Bloodstains. Forensics hasn't been through here yet.
Got it. The victim lost a lot of blood.
Вот это вы называете много крови, я бы не сказал бы. А, понятно. Сейчас не только кровь потерял. Ебать, квартира.
Lieutenant Anderson, I'm in charge of the investigation.
Special Agent Smith, FBI.
Really? Smith? Is that some kind of joke?
No, why?
Агент Смит. Матрица, если что, отсылочка.
We got a call from the caretaker around 2:15. He told us that one of his residents was brought in with an injury carried by his bodyguards. We sent a squad car that got here around 2:45.
Кто прибыл сюда первым?
Who was the first person on the scene?
That would be Baker. He's somewhere around here. It shouldn't be hard to find him.
Хорошо, консьерж.
Is the caretaker still here?
He's in the living room. But I don't think you'll be able to get anything useful out of him. Poor guy's in shock.
Окей, мне нужно найти Бейкера и
When they stepped
консьержа.
inside, the guys came face to face with that.
Do we know who the victim is?
Yeah, he had his ID on him. It's the owner,
Джейсон Мур.
a guy
Ну,
named
как бы мы его
Jason
не
Moore.
очень-то доставим.
I don't know who this guy pissed off, but things didn't work out too well for him.
Did you secure all the exits and entrances to the building?
Yes, we've got men on the ground floor and in the parking garage.
How do you get to the parking garage?
You'll have to ask the caretaker. He's the one who took my men down there.
Так, где семья? Чья семья? Мура или консьержа?
Yeah, a wife and an 8-year-old daughter. The wife, Lydia
Ага,
Moore,
Мура, да?
34 years old, architect, dual citizen of Costa
Старика
Rica
из
and the
США.
US, no criminal record. Yeah, we're trying to get a hold of her. The daughter, June. We've looked and she's not here either.
What have you got on Moore?
He was an asset manager. But if you ask me, he was involved in some shady stuff that we're sure to find out about. It's not every day that an accountant gets his head chopped off.
Телохранители где?
Where are the bodyguards?
We haven't found anyone yet.
Go on.
Мы все еще ищем голову. Ищите хорошо. Что за дело? А, резня.
No, no. I'm working on something else. Moore's name popped up in one of our investigations, but I can't talk about it.
Okay, I'll let my team know.
При активации способности учить невидимое вам достаточно посмотреть на являющегося человека, чтобы узнать его природу.
Agent Smith from the FBI is here. We're still in charge of the investigation, so please cooperate with him.
В смысле? А как? Что? Какую природу? Осмотреть. Срез довольно чистый. Все? Ага, вот еще. Это ее закололи, да, сначала? Все, больше здесь ничего нету. Мур учился в МТИ. Что такое МТИ? Ну, получается, все. Так, мне нужен Бейкер.
Sorry, I'm busy.
Я понял. Я только не пойму, как вот действует вот эта вот штука, которая вот единичка. Полиция Бостона, лейтенант Мия Андерсон.
One of the weapons is missing.
Sorry, I'm busy.
My ship ended up at the bottom of the sea as well, like my other lives.
В гостиной консьерж. Консьерж в гостиной. Мне нужен Бейкер.
They wanted to bring a little vacation back home.
Так, здесь ничего нет. Безопасная зона обнаружена, да? То есть мы можем здесь съесть кого-то. Мы можем здесь съесть кого-то, если что. Да, только нужно... Я могу, допустим, вот тебя? Нет?
Sorry, I'm busy.
Сука. Я съесть хочу тебя.
The apartment has changed since my last visit.
Это консьерж, да? Но я пока не хочу сходить с консьержем, я хочу поговорить.
I have to question him.
He's still freaked out. I don't think it's the right time.
Сейчас вряд ли получится. Ну, я пока не хочу говорить, потому что он будет рассказывать, показывать, как мне пройти. Как мне пройти подвал, вернее, на стоянку. Ни хера себе. Слышишь, вот это да, у него здесь... О, Мишка. Или это зайчик?
I warned you, Jason. God, did I warn you? We destroy all that we touch.
Бля, нихера себе, вот это, блядь, квартирка, да? Все. Где, блядь, Бейкер? Твою мать, он говорит, что вы найдете его без проблем.
What a mess. Nobody's done the cleaning in ages. Somebody slept here.
Здесь кто-то спал.
You can see the tower where the reunification party took place. I should be there.
Бейкер, вот ты. Нет?
Why is the FBI interested in more?
А, я могу его съесть, если что.
Of course.
Бля. Агент ФБР, нет! Агент ФБР. Ну, кстати, он жив, да, остался? А, слушай, он меня не выдаст? А если он меня выдаст? Сэр Кросби. Мне нужен... Да, все, консьерж, это выход на парковку, я понял.
Are you all right?
Yeah, just a little faint.
I was expecting it, but then... give me a minute, and I'll head back.
The sight of blood. We've all been there, haven't we?
No. Ugh, what a stench. There are bloody prints on these bags.
Следы крови на мешках остались.
When I knew him, he took better care of himself. What's going on with him?
Блять, пиздец, квартирка. Пицца. В общем, я так понял, я не найду Бейкера.
Who'd leave that lying around?
Я Бейкера не найду, я так полагаю. Может, на втором? Блять, второй этаж, квартира.
Ugh, what a mess. A fortress security catalog. They install highly secure rooms.
Стенное изделие. Для вас скрытый аварийный выход. Скользящие панели в движении бесшумной гидравликой. Так, по желанию тайный проход можно дополнить складским помещением. А где? Подожди, должно... Это типа просто брошюрка или это тайный выход есть здесь? Ладно. Офицер.
Have you found anything?
I'm going through the financial records. Moore managed the accounts for a lot of big names in Boston.
Подозрительные предметы. Найден предмет, доклад о Яре Дроре. Некоторые предметы и документы могут поставить под угрозу Masquerade, если попадут не в те руки. Обязательно забирайте их их с собой или уничтожайте, иначе уровень подозрения будет расти. Так, ну мы забрали, да?
Here, take a look for yourself.
Все, вот, мы забрали. Есть улики какие-то?
Anything worth noting?
Honestly, I don't know. It's not my field. We'll have to take it to the financial crimes unit to see what they make of it.
Ладно. Я бы тебя бы и съел бы на секундочку. Ну ладно. В общем, мы одну улику, так скажем, забрали, да? Потихонечку заметаем следы. Ебать, там еще вверх. Не могу взломать замок.
Deeds, stock portfolios. Moore doesn't just manage the Camaria's business.
Son of a bitch wasn't messing around. Have you seen all that cash?
Где наличные? Где? Покажи, я заберу.
This is where I met Moore for the first time. Human logic is beyond me. What's the point in doing that?
Так, ну, Гонсалеса мы пока что... А, вот, типа наличная, да? Коллекция. Я там с самолетиками какие-то деньги есть. Джесс, нам срочно нужны файлы. Отправь их мне. Забронировать чартерный рейс большегрузного реактивного самолета по маршруту Бостон-Гонконг. Четверг вылет. Так, ключ от архива. Это, скорее всего, опа, Лидия. Это, наверное, вот та дверь, которая заперта, да? Взят старые монеты, расходуемый предмет. Наверное, вот эта вот дверь. Здесь точно ничего нет? Конфиденциальный документ.
Dijon, are you making plans in case things go south? Or are you planning to leave us? I understand better now.
Вот, все, Даян Сиака, мы отлично.
An auction. Acquisition of lot 87. Dijon Siaka.
Это этот, блядь, бородатый пацан в шортах. Это что, не открывается? Ну, ладно. Слушай, тут, блядь, можно просто запутаться, куда, что и как идти.
It was my greatest pleasure before. Now everything tastes like ashes.
Что мы взяли? Магнитный ключ.
Officer Baker.
О, Бейкер!
Can I help you?
Да, ты мне нужен.
First person to arrive at the scene of the crime.
Yes, sir. My partner and I were the first to get here.
Just tell me about it.
We got the call around 2:20. The caretaker had called because a resident was injured. It took us about 20 minutes to get here. The poor guy was in a panic. He told us he'd seen one of the tenants, Jason Moore, enter the building, and he looked hurt. He was being held up by his 2 bodyguards, and he was bleeding a lot.
Истекал кровью. А что за рана?
Did he see the wound?
Yeah, he said the victim was holding his right hip. So I went upstairs with the caretaker. We saw blood in the elevator and on the landing. I rang the doorbell, but nobody answered, so the caretaker opened the door. I identified myself. There were traces of blood leading down the hall away from the entrance, and just after that, I found the decapitated body.
Так, а что с напарником
Did your
твоим?
partner come with you?
No, he stayed in the foyer to secure the entrance to the building.
Хорошо. Трогали тело,
Did you
нет?
touch the body?
No. There was nothing I could do to help him, so I secured the scene. I put my gloves on to take his ID out of his jacket pocket so we could identify him. Then I called it in.
Where was the caretaker during that time?
I told him not to come inside, but he followed me. When he saw the corpse, he was really shaken. He wouldn't let go of me.
Then what did you do?
I called for backup. They told me that forensics would get here as soon as they could. They were out at another case. That was their top priority.
After that?
I secured the entrance to the apartment. After that, I searched the ground floor. There was nobody around. But from the looks of things, somebody searched the apartment. When Sergeant Lehane got here, she took care of upstairs. It's a good thing, too, because it took everyone else another 15 minutes to get here. She didn't find anyone there.
So there's no sign of the family then?
Nothing. The place is empty.
Так, в квартире пусто, да, получается? Но я не могу, да, вот это вот все увеличить. Потому что у меня не хватает чего-то, не хватает. Ладно, пора идти.
If you remember anything else, let me know.
Of course.
Все, мы допросили Бейкера, мы взяли ключ магнитный откуда-то. Бля, так, все это здесь я был, да? Не могу войти почему-то. Бля, это тоже. А как сюда? А, вот.
Drafting table. That must be Lydia's desk.
Должно быть, Лидия за ним работала. Касса пура вида. И здесь ничего нет.
My sire always said that at a prince's court, like in a game of chess, you must know when to sacrifice your pawns. June's whole life in pictures.
Это квартира девочки, да?
June celebrating her 4th birthday.
I'll finish here and I'm on my way.
Jason and June, probably on a beach in Costa Rica.
А, там офицер у нас.
The diary of an 8-year-old girl, June, Jason's daughter.
Так, а что это такое-то? Шифр какой-то? Вот тебе еще одна тайна. Удачи с расшифровкой, Мэг. Бля, серьезно? Тайлер is in love with you. А, Тайлер. С любовью к тебе. Я честно немножко в ахуе от квартиры, от этой. Это вообще квартира или это город, блядь? Стойте, мэм.
You must be Smith.
Yes.
Rickman.
Have you found anything?
Not yet. This is the girl's room. There's no sign of her. I guess that's a good thing.
I'm going to take a look around.
Девочка на барабанах, да, еще играет.
A bathroom with a shower and a tub. June's father spoils her.
Не, ну мы вроде бы здесь все посмотрели, да? Фотоаппарат.
Did you inherit your mother's artistic talent, June?
Вообще не понимаю вот смысл вот этого вот всего.
I've never been in this part of the apartment before.
Документ конфиденциальный.
Beryl, will you ever change?
Забрали, да? У нас еще Ричард Данном и Хильда. Еще вот это вот нужно забрать. И получается воспользоваться. А что я могу заблокировать?
Locked, of course.
А сколько попыток здесь? Удален предмет, да?
Bottle of disinfectant. Obviously handled by someone who was bleeding. It must have been used to dress a wound. The concept of a laundry basket seems too abstract for some people.
Новостная лента. Серьезно? Что это такое? Позвонить? А кому я могу позвонить? Набранный номер не обслужен. Охренеть просто. Глянь, чудо на стекле.
Poems in Lydia's mother tongue. Poems in Lydia's mother tongue. Poems in Lydia's mother tongue.
Я так полагаю, здесь, наверное, тоже, да, все. Короче, у меня, получается, остается... Что у меня остается? Остается парковка. Я, кстати, был, да, на втором этаже. Ну да. Был. Короче, мне нужно спуститься к консьержу. И попробовать поговорить с ним. Q. Вот, блять, как смотреть цели.
Mr. Adams.
No.
Все, у нас сохранение произошло, да? У нас произошло сохранение, поэтому давайте мы с мистером Адамсом поговорим уже в следующей части. Он нас, возможно, там проведет на парковку. И там еще посмотрим все остальные улики и доказательства, которые нам нужно будет забрать. Вот, поэтому спасибо всем за внимание. Надеюсь, вам понравилось. Прожимайте лайкос, обязательно подписывайтесь на канал. И не забывайте прожимать колокольчик, чтобы не пропустить продолжение замечательной игры. Увидимся, ребят, до новых встреч. Всем пока-пока.